Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. It is the 2nd of September 2021. Taking a look at Solana here, multiple time frame Ichimoku analysis. I think this is a really good chart to look at, especially when we. By the way, it's a 3-week Ichimoku chart, but there's not enough data. There's not enough history on Solana to put a 3-week Kijin Sen on here. So the only Ichimoku, actually, no, that's not true. That if you can barely see it, it's a little red line there. That's the first 3-week Ichimoku Kijin Sen level. But this is a pretty good looking Elliott wave chart, almost textbook in a lot of ways. So, for those of you unfamiliar with Elliott wave, it's basically a way to identify swing structure. If you take anything away from Elliott wave, just know that things move in at least 3. And this is a very, very almost textbook looking Elliott wave chart. So wave 2, which is from 1 to 2. So, we go from the low to 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is usually the longest. It just can't be the shortest. But wave 2 is typically 50%, a 618 or a 764 of wave 1. So basically what we're saying is if we measure wave 1, does it come down to probably do that backwards? Trading Views tools do it the opposite way. So it came down to the 618, and there's actually 764 is one. I don't think I have it on here, but add it 76.4. Why is it not showing up? Don't know why, but probably because I'm used to using Optima. 0.764. There you go. But it came down to 618. All right. And we moved up. And then wave 3 is typically the 1618 of wave 1. So if we go now, actually, somebody's going to ask, well, how come we didn't draw from here down to here? Because that low is, you can use it. It's to me, it's just those beginning ranges of trading just on a new crypto sometimes just aren't that usable. To be perfectly honest, I didn't even start on it, but as I do it right now, it stops right on that 50% retracement. So maybe I should have used that, but I'm going to go with that confirmation swing low right there. I'm going to just use with what I'm using. But wait, it might actually be better. So anyways, wave 3 is typically the 1618 of wave 1. So in other words, the price extension move of wave 1 would be where 3 ends. The 1618 moves. Now I bet if I move this lower, we're going to get it close to where we topped out. Pretty close. Yeah, so maybe starting down there is fine. Anyways, it's not a science. Elliott wave is definitely not a science. It's a lot of art in it. And wave 4 is typically 14 6 236 or 382 of wave 3. Now, wave 5, all right, wave 5 is typically the inverse of wave 4, meaning that it's usually between the 1236 and the 1618. And the 1618 is right where we've seen Solana kind of get stopped and halted at. So does this mean that it's going to go down? Not necessarily. But I will say that the Tenkan Sen is at 73.12, all right, which is, if I can make this a little thicker, all right, it's at 73.12, and the close is up here. The price does not like to be far away from the Tenkan Sen, ever, and it does not like to spend really any amount of time away from it. So this is a pretty good distance away from the Tenkan-sen. So this is very much in a topping out zone. All right, now we go look at the weekly chart. We have a very, very definite looking Gann death cycle. So we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weekly candlesticks in a row higher. Very steep trend. This is a Gann death cycle, meaning that in a 49-day move, if it's in a powerful upwards trend, expect to see a corrective move. And so this could move higher, possibly towards that 150 zone. But either way, between the 49th and 52nd day of that death cycle, we should see a pretty violent turn to the south. That is the excuse me, that is the likely move coming up. On the daily chart. Daily chart, when we're looking at it, it's a 5-minute chart. There we go, daily chart. So we had a new all-time high formed yesterday and a new all-time high close. Opened up on the inside of this bar, which is normal. There's regular bearish divergence that exists. So there's I need to put the overbought levels. The overbought levels in a bull market are 90 and 80. And so we are definitely in the overbought zone. That really doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot as far as is it going to come down imminently? Who knows? This is price discovery mode, which means price discovery mode is fancy talk for we have no idea where the hell it's going. It's probably just going to keep going up because that is the path of least resistance. There's actually been a substantial amount of trading activity going on in that $100 range. If that holds a support, awesome. But if it doesn't, oh man, there's going to be a ton of trapped bulls up here that are going to turn into the sellers. The composite index, it reached its kind of historical all-time high back on the 18th of August. We are near those historical high zones again. These are pretty historical resistance levels on the composite index. And we have the percent B is definitely kind of pointing down here a little bit. It's struggling to maintain its current level and is pointing to some weakness here ahead. So be on the lookout for that. If it does drop, then the levels that we could possibly see it run down to, the first one is more than likely it'll get stopped at the 85 level. That is where the Kijun-sen is at. We have not tested the Kijun-sen as an area of support yet, since we have broken out above the cloud back on since the lagging span broke out above the cloud back around the 11th of August. We have not tested the Kijun-sen, so it's very likely that the Kijun-sen will act as a support zone. But then below that, there's really nothing. It's a whole heck of a lot of nothing between here and 35, and there's I guess at the $40 to $45 level, you have a high volume node here, but there's really no corresponding Ichimoku level. So if it does drop, watch for it to have a pretty sustained drop if it can't hold 85. All right, this is almost a 10-minute video. That does it for me. Thank you for watching. From All the Exchange Rates UK TV, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.